They don't want people to think of them otherwise. They don't want to lose favor in other people's eyes.
Catch up on the AR, how you did that? Track out, lift up when you take off, how you did that? You put switches.
When you're ready to hear from yourself, when you're ready to allow yourself to speak, that you're not hiding things from yourself, you are not trying to seek other avenues to have that emotional outlet for the negative things that are happening in your life, that's when you'll realize that I'm being accountable. I'm being accountable because this activity is painful. I am in pain. I am feeling pain. Why? Because you're confronting your shortcomings. Who wants to admit that they hate themselves? Who wants to admit that they're arrogant? Who wants to admit that they're angry? Who wants to admit that they're prideful? Nobody. Because it affects the image that we've put out toward the world, and for very many people that is very important. How other people see them, it's very important. They don't want people to think of them otherwise. They don't want to lose favor in other people's eyes. Their opinions change, or the image of yourself that you've constructed, that safe haven you have. The safe haven you have, it's so important to you that if you dare admit that you manipulate people, it will lead to a total destruction of that identity. So that's why accountability is painful. And unfortunately, that pain is what drives people away from being accountable. Because you don't want to admit that you're confused, that you have a negative self-talk, you're a people pleaser, it drives you away. You'd rather do anything else, put your energy in other people, in activities, whatever it is that you do, rather than admit your own shortcomings. Yet, this is the very thing that will lead you to healing. You're not going to fake it till you make it forever. At some point, you will have to confront yourself. At some point, you will have to ask yourself questions. You will have to realize that you have the questions. What is happening? Why am I and you will always have the answers. You have the questions and you have the answer, and only when you're ready to hear from yourself will you answer these questions appropriately. So until then, it will be confusion, it will be circling around negative spiral, negative cycles. So if that is what you're comfortable with, then that's a difficult life you're deciding, you're choosing to have. Some of these things are self-inflicted. Some of the issues we go through are self-inflicted. Now, you might want to go up in arms and say, but they did this, they did that to me, they caused me pain. Do you know what I've been through? Wait, they did cause you pain. You are mistreated, you are abused. But if you're going to be accountable to yourself, you need to look at the ways that you contribute to your own downfall. Can you take yourself away from a situation? Do you have a choice in a situation? Before we start looking at other people and criticizing them for what they are, what they do, how that has affected us, it's important that we look at ourselves and how do you see Venn diagram? How we intertwine with other people and what kind of reaction comes out of that intertwinement. Take responsibility for your actions as well. Lead yourself. That's the point. Lead yourself. Because you're setting up the blueprint for how you're going to tackle any other life's challenges, how you're going to align yourself with your goals, how you're going to create that vision that is in your mind. So if you can't do something as small as having accountability, then how are you going to plan the rest of your life? You can't. So remember, only you have the questions and only you have the answers. Make the right choice. You see, like in the movies when they say, the power was always within you. You are the key. You put switches up, are you